Tech and clips.
Yeah. Okay, guys, welcome back to the channel. You guys already know we do music reactions, your favorite songs, your favorite bands, your favorite artists, and if it's the kind of content you're very much interested in, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel. Like that is if you love, my reactions, you love the content that we put on this channel. Yes, join the family. It's all love, no negativity up in here. We're back with this is not a music reaction. This is actually per the title, the tragic real life story of ACDC. You guys already know we've been doing reactions to this band, and I mean they really kill it. Like, every time I do reactions to this band, their live performances, especially the River Plate concert, like it's just crazy. I'm always pumped up. I'm always vibing to the music. Their energy is just up there. So yeah. All I know is they are from Australia. Band members Bon Scott, rest in peace to Bon Scott, Brian Johnson, Angus Young. Those are the only people that I know. That is like the only information I know about this band. So shout outs to Grunge, the channel Grunge. They be feeding us with insights on very very important stuff. So I'll leave a link in the description. Go follow, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stuff. So yeah, I saw this one actually. Subscriber sent me this link to check this video out. The tragic real life story of ACDC. So I mean, I'm positive this is gonna give me a little history about this band. This band that we all love. Like, we all love their music. So yeah. Stick with me to the end. Let's enjoy this video. I mean, it's even if it's a documentary, let's enjoy it. I'm super excited, super stoked to find out a little bit more information about this band ACDC. So yeah, once again, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family. So all love, no negativity up in here. Before we begin, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Let's go.
Anyone who knows anything about music knows AC/DC, whether they want to admit it or not. They're behind some of the most quintessential rock anthems in the world, songs that have brought entire stadiums to their feet.
Ooh.
Malcolm and Angus Young have been the backbone of AC/DC from the beginning, and it's not surprising their music speaks to the everyman in a completely non-pretentious, honest way we can all understand.
Yeah.
That's because their own lives haven't been smooth sailing, and because, believe it or not, they've been on some of the same difficult journeys as their fans. 10-pound palms. Brothers Malcolm and Angus Young might be larger than life on stage, but in person, it's a bit of a different story. Respectively standing only 5'3" and 5'2", there's a pretty heartbreaking reason for their small stature. Lead pipes contaminated the drinking water on the Glasgow housing estate they lived in. The brothers had early years shaped by the perpetual unemployment of their father and seemingly endless poverty, and the winter of 1963 was the last straw. It was the worst in recorded history, and as temperatures plunged into the sub-zero range, sunny Australia started looking pretty good. The Youngs signed up for a government program designed to encourage immigration to Oz, and it cost the entire family just £20.
Wow.
When they got there, though, they were still at the very bottom and living in the 10 shelters of a migrant hostel. Losing Bon Scott. AC/DC came to a major crossroads early in their run with the tragic passing of frontman Bon Scott. And just what happened on the last night of Scott's life, alone in a Renault 5 parked on a London street, is still a bit of a mystery. Even though the original cause of death was given as acute alcohol poisoning, it was later changed to asphyxiation with the official ruling he had choked on his own vomit after an all-night drinking binge. That's a horrible way to go, but not everyone is convinced that's what happened. According to a 2017 biography by Jesse Fink, the actual cause of death was heroin use. Fink says he...
Guys, we all know, I mean, AC/DC, got into the limelight, and, Bon Scott was just, like, the front man, like, he was just killing it, Per the documentary, like, there's a lot of speculation going on, as to what killed him. They're talking about, alcohol abuse, and I don't know if that was what the story to cover up what really happened. So let me know down in the comment section if you are really into ACDC and you have a fair idea on what killed Bon Scott. Please help me down in the description. Wow, it's sad he had to go that way. I mean, based off of how they are describing his death, it's just wow, wow.
He interviewed a series of people who were with Scott in the days leading up to his death, who say they were all using heroin. Was Scott? It's unlikely anyone's ever going to come up with a definitive answer. What is known is that the rock world lost a legend that night. Malcolm Young's alcoholism.
Whoa.
AC/DC released Blow Up Your Video in 1988, and a tour followed right on the heels of the album. But all was not well behind the scenes, and before the tour even started, Malcolm announced he was going to be stepping out of the spotlight to take care of a problem that had been steadily becoming worse: his alcohol addiction. He said, "It caught right up to me and I lost the plot. Angus was going, 'I'm your brother. I don't want to see you dead here. Remember Bon?' So I took that break and cleaned myself up."
Okay.
I wasn't brain dead, but I was just physically and mentally screwed by the
That's
alcohol.
Malcolm.
Nephew Stevie Young stepped in to take his uncle's place on the tour, and while he was back in time for their 1990 album, it's clear that Malcolm's addiction had had a major impact on the band. When Megadeth joined him on tour, Dave Mustaine remembered, "Someone said, 'Can I get you a bottle of something?' And someone else said, 'All they do is drink tea and smoke cigarettes.'" The deadly concert. AC/DC concerts tend to get crazy.
Yeah.
But in 1991, a Salt Lake City concert ended in tragedy when 3 teenage fans were crushed by a crowd surging forward. There were about 4,400 people crammed into festival-style seating,
Wow.
and witnesses testified to a scene where crowds pushed forward, knocked people over, and buried others under a pile of bodies.
Whoa.
Just what happened in the chaos differs based on the source, but everyone agrees it was a tragedy. 10 years later, AC/DC returned to play another show at Salt Lake City. Brian Johnson spoke out about the lasting effect it had on them all, saying, "No matter how long ago it happened, you still think about it.
Yeah,
You
true,
hope and pray
obviously.
it never happens again."
Yeah.
That was an awful incident, and it hit us very hard. Losing Malcolm Young.
Whoa.
Malcolm Young lost his battle with dementia on November 18, 2017.
Wow.
When AC/DC announced his passing on Facebook, Angus wrote, "As his brother, it is hard to express in words what he has meant to me during my life. The bond we had was unique and very special. Malcolm, job well done." His passing came long after his condition was announced in 2014. Originally vague about his health issues,
Dementia,
AC/DC
okay.
only said he was going to be taking a break and nephew Stevie Young would fill in for him. It wasn't until later that they went public with the fact that Malcolm's dementia had started during their Black Ice tour. Later, Angus would talk more about his brother's fight against dementia, saying, "Sometimes you would look and he'd be there and you'd be, 'Malcolm!' And other times his mind was going, but he still held it together."
Yeah, true.
Brian Johnson's hearing issues. In 2016, rock fans were treated to a confusing moment when AC/DC abruptly announced that Brian Johnson was out and Axl Rose was in. Shortly after, Johnson issued his own statement on what was going on. His doctors told him he had only 2 choices: quit or face complete hearing loss. He went on to say he was stepping aside not necessarily to protect his hearing, but because he felt it was compromising his ability to perform.
Yeah.
He explained, "Our fans deserve my performance to be at the highest
Highest level, true.
And if for any reason I can't deliver on that level of performance, I will not disappoint our fans or embarrass the other members of AC/DC." As of 2018, he was enjoying retirement and told the Sunday Times, quote, "The way I look at it, I had a great run." Thanks for watching. Click the grunge icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Wow.
Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.
Okay. Wow. So the tragic real life of AC/DC. I mean, this was pretty straight to the point. 5 minutes 45 seconds. This is more or less like a summary, of all the tragedies that the band has had to endure over the years. Wow. Anyway, if you ask me, I feel like this is just like I said, tragedies. Talking about the what they've had to overcome, what they've had to endure once again over the years. Spoke about Bon Scott, the lead frontman, and the fact that Malcolm and Angus are brothers. They started the band, right? Please confirm that in the comment section. I mean, based off of what he's saying. Bon Scott, had his run and apparently was dealing with some alcohol drug issues. That is, if I'm right. If I stand to be corrected, please confirm that too in the comment section. Like I said, I asked, what's, if you are very much sure of, what's killed the former lead frontman, Bon Scott. Please let me know down in the comment section. Spoke about Malcolm and his alcoholism, and the fact that he had to take a break for some time and come back. Later suffered with dementia, and eventually died in 2017. Like, it's wow, it's just. And then yes, Brian, the front man that took over from Bon Scott, Brian Johnson, spoke about him also. The fact that, I mean, he's full of energy. I mean, I've watched a few of their performances, and he kills it. He kills it every time. But unfortunately, he also had hearing issues. And doctors advised if he continues, he's just gonna suffer complete hearing loss, and I mean, we all don't want that. Eventually had to retire. I mean, he could still perform, but I mean, he said he had to go on retirement because he didn't want to compromise the performance that the fans expect. Everybody knows ACDC is full of energy, and when they come through with their performances, it's up there, like like 1,000%. And he didn't want to still go on performing, and it will end up making the other band members feel bad, look bad, in front of the fans. So I mean, he just has to step down and enjoy his retirement. I don't know. We are in 2022. I don't know if ACDC is still performing. I don't know if ACDC is still doing shows and whatnot. Yes, please comment down in the comment section. And if they are still performing, still doing shows, that is if Brian Johnson stepped down. Who is the lead singer, lead vocalist for this one? Please let me know down in the comment section. Let me know down also how accurate this short documentary that we just watched is. Please let me know, down. Yes. So more of this kind of content. That is, if you love this kind of content, please let me know down in the comment section. I'll try and be looking out for more content such as this down. Yes. So Merry Christmas once again. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. Take care. And then peace out.